So here we are with all four pieces placed inside of the square for our composition. In genuine Notan, we would actually be doing this on a piece of black paper, and these shapes that we're seeing, which in my example are orange, would be physically cut out of the black paper and flipped and placed into the negative space outside of the black box in the surrounding white space. So the color here is more of a placeholder or a marker for our reference, which is why the color doesn't matter. The most important thing is that it allows us to see the area between our objects and know that they're not overlapping. I'll start with the shrine, and the way that we're going to make this cut piece appear is by holding down the Command key and clicking on this layer preview. And as soon as I do that, it makes an instant selection of that area that we had kept from our cutout before. Now it's not this layer I want to stay on anymore. So what I'm actually going to do is come to the black box layer and make that active. So right now, Photoshop is not looking at the shrine anymore. I'll turn off the layer to make the point. It's actually looking at the black box layer. And what I'm going to do is go to the menu and choose Edit, Transform, and in this case, Flip Horizontal. Move tool is still active, and as we just talked about in the last step, if I hold down the Shift key and move, I can drag this thing perfectly horizontally. I can even zoom in to make sure that that object is not too far away and not overlapping, but making perfect contact with the edge. Once that's done, I can press Command D to get rid of my selection. We're not going to delete this layer, but we're going to keep it turned off. The Shinto Shrine layer is no longer important to us. What's important is that we've taken that black space and literally cut it and placed it in the negative space outside. I'll come to the S layer, and again, I'll Command click, and it selects every orange pixel of information on that layer. I now want to turn off that layer and make sure I'm on the black box layer. And in this case, we're moving upward. Up and down is vertical. Edit, Transform, Flip Vertical. This time I'll just hold down the Shift key and use the arrows. And you'll see it move in larger increments perfectly vertically. Command plus, I'll zoom in and maybe move it just slightly down. Command D, deselect. Command 0, you can see how our graphic is starting to take form. I have 2 more images to do this with. If you notice, something was done incorrectly here. The layer flipped because I never moved to the black box. It actually doesn't matter because I'm still on the object, not the black box layer. So I'll just continue. So here you can see that now we've taken all 4 of our objects, removed them from the black space, which was our positive space, and applied it into the white region surrounding the negative space. Our design may be complete, but we have one more thing to do, and that is add some text to the bottom of our document.